positions of home buyers, in particular in Supertech, continues to hang in balance. And in fact, this is after the promoter of Supertech, R K Arora, has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate yesterday night. And in fact, I'm coming to you from one such project of Supertech, which is still in construction, under construction in fact, and this is Supertech Supernova towers, which are located here in Noida, and in particular in Noida Sector 94. As per the details, approximately 27,000 flats are still under construction and their possession hasn't been given to the home buyers. And in fact, the home buyers are still continuing to fight the legal battle, and in fact their headache is continuing to mount with each passing day. Now with the arrest of R K Arora, what we are given to understand, the home buyers are somewhere more reluctant and they are more worried about this entire situation. And in fact, it's not only Noida where their homes are being stuck. In fact, from Delhi to Meerut, there are approximately 18 projects which are under scrutiny and which are under construction, and in fact many home buyers have still not gotten the possession of their homes, and in fact the number is whopping 18,000 to 20,000 buyers in fact who are struggling to get possessions of their homes. And in fact the Supertech has filed for insolvency, and in fact the Supertech business is running under the supervision of IRF, but still a lot of buyers feel that they are being duped by the Supertech and in fact by the promoter of Supertech in fact. And in fact the arrest of R K Arora is very significant because right now he's been arrested under the charges of money laundering and other offences, and in fact there are hundreds of FIR which are registered against the Supertech company and in fact against the promoters for fraudulent transaction and for duping the home buyers. And in fact, interestingly, some time back the Supreme Court had also given a go-ahead to Supertech to in fact and to other private builders to raise money via NBFC. And in fact, this year only Supertech had raised around 1500 to 1600 crore rupees to complete the construction work, but still possessions are not being given to the home buyers and their fate still continues to hang in balance. In fact, this is one of the societies, this is Supernova, and in fact you can see in these visuals, this was an ambitious project of Supertech and now it still continues to be under construction. Thousands of buyers are still struggling to get possession. They have paid token money for the project, for their homes. They have given humongous amount of money to the buyer and they are continuously paying EMIs. They have huge loans over their head, but still they haven't got the possession of their home. In fact, R K Arora was under scrutiny and the entire Supertech group was under scrutiny for a very long time. And this is not for the first time when the group is under the radar of enforcement agencies, be it ED, be it other police departments. And in fact, the buyers have only one thing to say, that they want their possession ASAP. And in fact, we spoke to many buyers which they say that since 2010, 2012, they've been struggling to get their possession. And in fact, in Noida only there are number of projects which are under construction and their possession hasn't been given. Some of the buyers have to say that they have paid the entire amount. Some have to say they have paid the token money. And even some have said that they have paid the partial amount in this case. But still, just imagine what would happen if you put your life earnings into something like buying your dream home, but you couldn't get those very home because of corruption done by one business or one businessman. Well, Supertech's promoter R K Arora has been arrested, and definitely there's a sense of fear amongst the buyers who've been stuck to get their possession of flats here in Noida, Delhi, till Meerut in fact. And in fact, I have one such home buyer who has paid the money and in fact who is now struggling to get the possession of his home from Supertech. Mr. Sunny Bareja, thank you so much for speaking to CNN News 18. Yeah. First of all, when this entire thing began, when was the first time you paid the money, and it's been how long you haven't got your possession yet?
See, we all paid the money in about 2010 or 11. And we invested our money in North High, which was at that time one of the landmark projects of Supertech. And apart from me, a lot of my family members, because there was a lot of hype at that time of Supertech, so we paid premium amount at that given point of time, which was double that of what was being charged by other builders. And it's been about 12 odd years. We are still waiting.
So how much money you paid to them? What was the amount, or what was the amount of the flat you were promised?
Yeah. So each one of us in the family paid about 40 odd lakhs for the studios that were promised to us there. And some of us in the family also paid for 2-bedroom hall and 3-bedroom hall. The ticket size varied from 50 lakhs to around 80 lakhs.
So in your family only, how many people are waiting for the possession?
About 7 to 8.
7 to 8
yes,
in your
my
family only?
Yes, because when the group started, there was a huge amount of trust that we had in the builder. So that's why most of us, obviously it is a general psyche that one person buys in the family, so there'll be 7 to 8 more people because everybody wants to stay together at the end of the day. So that's what we planned.
So it's been almost 10, 12 years. So
Yes.
on multiple occasions, the company has given statements regarding what they're doing. Supreme Court has also intervened in it. Many other organizations have also intervened in it. What the company is telling you now?
See, every time we go to their office, it's the same story about we'll take another 6 months to 1 year. And you will be shocked, there are some people who in the family and in the friend circle who had taken flats in subvention scheme. And, today they don't have their own home. So they are paying their EMIs also and they're paying the rent also. And, with the kind of financial constraints that we have in NCR, because the cost of living is huge, they are barely able to manage their family.
When we were talking, you also told me that you are running an association of all the buyers who've been suffering from this. So how many people are in touch with you?
See, I am the secretary in Noida and Greater Noida Property Buyers Association. There are about 15,000 odd buyers, out of whom about 6,000 plus are from Supertech itself and who are still waiting, out of which about 2,500 buyers are of subvention scheme, who have still not got their flats, but they are paying their EMIs.
Now, yesterday, you must be aware, the promoter of Supertech, R K Arora, has been arrested. So, is there a sense of panic amongst the buyers regarding his arrest?
There is a huge amount of panic amongst the buyers in the sense that, since morning I've been receiving calls. The time I'm talking to you also, I know the phone must be buzzing because everybody is in a panic state that already it's been about 10, 12 years and every now and then we hear some or the other bad news. And this is another one which has brought a shock to the buyers and they're completely shattered now.
So, one last thing. What are you going to do now, moving forward? Because the promoter has been arrested. Yes, the government has intervened, the Supreme Courts have intervened in it, and in fact, they're running the Supertech business under RFC. But still, what is the way ahead for you people, in case you don't get the possession?
See, the only way out is, for past 3 to 4 years, we've been trying to take legal measures. That's what we can do. We've been writing letters to the CM. We've been writing letters to all the authorities. We are going legal. That's what, at the end of the day, we buyers can do. We have no other chance, right? We've done few protests in the beginning, but obviously these measures we think would, be more fruitful. So that's why we've actually gone that way now.
So, here's Mr. Sunny, who was talking about the details of this entire mess which has been created by the Supertech group. And in fact, we are standing in front of one of their ambitious projects, Supernova, which is also still under construction. Definitely, there's a sense of panic amongst the buyers since the news came up of R K Arora's arrest. They have taken legal routes. They have written letters to Chief Minister. They have spoken to authority, but still, it seems that it has all gone in vain. What will happen? Only the future has to tell.